everyone, this is Johnny Blaze again, and I have something of interest for you guys. It's a little hard to come by right in these parts, and right at this time period as well. Now, a little bit of a backstory. When I found out that they were making English translations for Mother 3 and Mother 1 and 2 for the Game Boy Advance, and especially can't even find the games anymore, and of course, especially for Mother 3, they made this big, nice guidebook for it. You can look up Mother 3 handbook. You know, I wanted to take it wherever I go if I'm making that kind of investment on a game. And how am I going to do that? It's a ROM. Well, it's answered. Meet Easy Flash 4. Now, that's the back of the box, and on the front of the box it says DS Lite and DS compatible. That's because in the days before slot 1 was flash card ready, you used to use a pass-me and play the games off of a Game Boy cart. But like I said, the main reason is to play Game Boy games. I mean Game Boy Advance games. There's a separate flash card for Game Boy Color and Game Boy, and they just started it, so I'll probably get it sooner or later. Inside the box is empty. This is the only thing that comes in. The cartridge itself. You have to pull at the bottom, it's a little bit of a tight fit. Now, it's clear plastic. You see there's a say SRAM battery. And the thing is if you have games that are safe to EEPROM, you need to patch them to use SRAM. And I'll go over that hopefully in this section. In this episode, I should say. But this uses a mini SD card. Now, since mini SDs are a little bit of extinct, supposedly, getting harder and harder to come by, it's better to use a micro SD adapter. But you gotta make sure it's a good one, or else it's gonna fuck up your card. But the thing is, since these were made before SDHC, you can only use a 2 gig card. You can use a 4 gig card, but it can't be SDHC. So you have to make sure any card you use is not SDHC. But 2 gig cards is more than enough. You know, games are only up to 32 megabytes in size. So, let's take it and program this thing. Now, as you can see here, we have our Easy Flash, and I put in the mini SD, although it's a mini SD adapter, because I'm using a micro SD. And they claim that you're supposed to use originals so you don't get corrupt saves, but I don't know if a lot of people do this, but you should. It's a habit. If you're using a flash card, you should automatically know to back up every time you make a change. So basically you should have an image of the card in a folder on your PC. Not just because you know, SD cards sometimes are pieces of crap. So basically, and it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to get out. That's where the micro SD is actually better, because you can leave the mini SD in, or else you'd have to use tweezers to get it out. Mini SD in, and out comes your micro SD. So I prefer that better, I think, especially since I do frequent changes to my card. Now, this is a little bit of a pain in the ass. I'll be the first to admit, because I had some hands-on time with it, and even though I have the firmware flashed already, I want to change my skin, and that's what you need to do that. So first we need to put the micro SD, of course, in a micro SD adapter. Pop that son of a bitch in here. And now I'm going to show you how to do the original setup. Alright, as you can see here, this is the file we need to start. Now, this is a skin for me, but if you download the main Easy Flash loader when you first start up, it's the same thing. You need to copy and paste to your flash drive, your SD card. Now, this is the only thing that needs to be on there. Nothing else should be on here when you do this, or else it will not work. And another good point to note is it only works with cards 2 gigs or lower, and it does not work with anything designated as SDHC. Of course, it's hard to find a card like that, but still. And it needs to be formatted in the FAT file system. I don't know if I can show you that real quick. Yeah, it needs to be formatted in the FAT file system. And the thing with that is it has a certain limit on directories. It's also known as FAT16 for those who are wondering. So the thing is, if you're going to put ROMs on here, it's best to create folders, and I'll show you how to do that in a few minutes. So now we got the flash file on there. Let's take it out and let's flash up our Easy Flash. Okay, we have our Game Boy Advance SP. I'm doing it by the computer because I need to, because I'm working on it. Now, here's the most important thing. To update, you hold down the right trigger and then turn the power on and keep it held until you see that screen. And you'll get this. Gotta let it do its thing. And yes, it's a short while. Now this may be a skin for me, but like I said earlier, but every time to start the car, this is the same way. Same thing you need to do, but except you'll need the Easy Loader. You can find that on the internet and pretty much any guide that is out there. And there's the menu. Now let's add some ROMs. This is the program we're going to be using. Easy 4 Client. Now as you can see, I said about the FAT limit earlier. That's why I have every 10s. A through J, K through T, W to Z. Now saver is where your battery files go. So if you have an emulator save file you can use, you can put it in there too. But you gotta make sure it matches the ROM. I'll show you how to do that here too. Now putting this is a little bit of a pain in the ass, and I'll show you how. Now, putting these games on here, of course, you know, you can only really do one at a time, but you could put more than one. But, you know, I tend to just put about 10 or 20 at a time. You see they're here, and you know, just send it. Now you definitely need to put the save patch in. But I'd rather use GBA Tool Advanced for that, and especially to fix the clock for Pokemon. That's the patch, the reset. Now I already have these on the cart, but I'm just showing you this. Now here's something else that might be a little bit of a pain in doing it the manual way, doing it the bulk way like that. For later games, I notice in my list that I have, because I got the games here that I actually have, and there's a couple I want to try out, but they're basically the bit generation games, and you know, good luck not paying $60 for at least one. And I noticed it happens around the time of Mario Party Advance and Star Wars. Let's put Pokemon Emerald on there so I could show you what I mean. Now it needs to be renamed something, because it only has a 40 character limit, I believe. The only problem is for the later ones, the ROM name is supposed to come up automatically, but for the later ones, it doesn't. And you put it on there like that, it's not going to go on because it needs a name, obviously. So, I'm going to demonstrate how to put a ROM on there with the later games. If you have the early ones, a name will come up. So, a lot of times it's the Japanese name, so if you put a game on there you don't know what it is, chances are it's the Japanese name. Now, let's go with something that I did not put on there. And that would be, no, I'm trying to find, and that would be Mario Tennis. I did not put that on there yet. And I'm going to uncheck these because I already patched them. And of course, since there's no ROM name, I have to put it in. Mario. Bear with me, I'm typing, with, you know, and holding the camera too. Or, no, it's not Mario Party. See, even I can make mistakes. Mario Tennis. Okay. Now, we click send. and it goes right there. We'll just exit out of here, go to the removable disc, and since it's under M's, it would fall between here, and that's it.